guys, so I have just been to my Gran's for a couple of days. She lives in Bournemouth, so we went down and we stayed in her house and saw her a couple of times and did things. It was really nice. But of course after you go away you have to unpack, and so here is a video of why I just really don't like unpacking. So I have my suitcase. It's quite heavy. It's quite funny. I was like getting my suitcase and my mum's, and mine was just so much heavier because I always overpack. And I got a little bag of basically things that I forgot. And I don't even know if I used much of it. I took my camera though, and that was in this bag. So there we go. You can see pictures of that in the future at some point, probably. So let's get started unpacking. I'm not wearing any makeup today because my makeup's in the bag, so just excuse that and, you know, ignore it. So, reasons why I don't like unpacking. Basically, it just marks, this was open, it just marks that wherever you've been, like, so it's normally like a holiday, isn't it? That holiday is just officially over. This flannel is really damp and gross, might put it in the wash. You put flannels in the wash? So like with packing, at least you've got like the anticipation and the excitement that you know that you're going to go somewhere and have a really nice time. I guess unless you're going to like a business trip, and then maybe unpacking is better, but I've never been on a business trip, so there we go. But with unpacking, it's just so sad. And then like, yeah, then you'll get like reminders of things that you've done as you unpack, and then it's just kind of sad. So yeah, so like for example here, I've got some nail varnish remover, and then it just reminds me of like, you know, this point when me and Mum were just doing our nails and it was quite nice and relaxing. And now I have a stressful life. I don't have a stressful life. I've finished school, so this does make me like forget what I'm doing because I have to move away from the camera. You can just hear me talking. There's no one there. When you get home, you need things, and then of course you're like, especially if you've been on like a long holiday, you know, you may come back at like late at night, and then you'll be rummaging around. I think this is my mum's top. You'll be rummaging around in like your massive suitcase for just some like pyjamas or a toothbrush. It's just, you know, a bit of a pain. I think actually the only time that I enjoyed unpacking was when my suitcase basically didn't go on the flight back home with me. So there I was, standing by the carousel thing with, is it called a carousel? I think so. With all the suitcases coming down, and mine just kind of never came. It didn't just kind of, it just never came. And so I was getting worried and like I was tired. I'd just been to Portugal with my family. It was really nice. And all my family had got their suitcases and mine just wasn't arriving, and I was waiting there for like a good 10 minutes, and in the end my mum was just like, Evie, it's a lost cause. Your bag is not going to come. And this had happened to her, so she wasn't like too bothered because she got hers the next day. So we went to like the baggage people, and we're like, our suitcase hasn't arrived, and he's like, okay, cool. And because it was like a two-way flight, like we went to Spain and then we went back here, it was like 2 stops, he thought, you know, it probably like got stuck in Spain or something. That would be the logical answer. So he puts in all my details. I can't remember how long I was waiting. I'd say probably a good week, maybe a bit less, about 5 days. And like it still doesn't turn up. My mum's like ringing throughout this time, like, where is it? And eventually it turns out it just didn't even leave Portugal, which I think is a bit ridiculous. I can't remember what company I was going with, but I wasn't too impressed basically because they just took forever. Eventually it did turn up, and yeah, as I said, that is the only time when I've actually enjoyed unpacking. Always remember the pockets because I'm a bit odd and I like to put stuff in the pockets. And then I used this when I went to Florence with my mum in February, and I forgot to unpack this pocket. This is her nail varnish. Oops. Look how pretty it is though. Now I don't know if you can tell, but it's like two-tone. It's really pretty. Ooh. Very nice. Put it there. I don't know, I'll probably be out of focus now. Knowing me, I've probably been out of focus this whole time. Okay, so anyway, and then yeah, I found like 3 packets of tissues in that front pocket. We'd run out of tissues and I could have just looked in here. Makeup palette, makeup. Actually, I'm also not very good at packing because I forgot a toothbrush. So now I've got this new one. And actually let's zoom in again because I'm a bit odd and that's what I like to do. Look how cool it is. These are like rubber as well. It's got a little tongue brush. Okay, I'll stop now. I'll stop being strange. But yeah, no, so on holiday, last couple of days I've been able to just like play around my camera and do lots of fun things with it. And now I'm back and I've actually got stuff to do, like I've got to go shopping after this. So yeah, that is the reason why I don't like unpacking, because it just reminds you that the holiday's over, the fun has ended. Yeah, that is why I don't like unpacking, because it's just a bit rubbish. If you do, let me know, and I won't be able to relate, because you're just a bit odd if you think that. This bed is not very comfortable, so I'm going to go. I hope this was vaguely entertaining. At least I got it done now. This made it slightly better. So there we go. Bye! Oh, pro tip, always take a plastic bag so you can put your washing in, if you can't wash somewhere, that is. If you can wash, then you know, you don't really need one. I guess you could actually no, still take one because you're probably going to be taking washing home. You probably already know this tip, but whatever. I'll say it anyway. I'm very good at unpacking, as you can see. I didn't even wear this hoodie.